विद्या संस्थान नंजीवन प्रसाद उठाकर सेतु बांध भूखंड जुड़ाकर जनजीवन प्रसाद उठाकर सेतु बांध भूखंड जुड़ाकर अंतरिक्ष में यान उड़ाकर नवयुग को देता आह्वान। जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान नई प्रेरणा से दीपित मन नव सपनों से हर्षित लोचन। नई प्रेरणा से दीपित मन नव सपनों से हर्षित लोचन। नए सत्य की ओर में धड़कन ध्येय राष्ट्र जीवन कल्याण। जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान जयति अभिनंदित गंगा जल करते कल्याण। जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान।
I now request Professor N.K. Goyal, Professor, Department of Hydrology, IIT Roorkee, to kindly welcome Dr. Umakant Pawar, Chairman UJVNL and Principal Secretary, Government of Uttarakhand. I request the BCK. I request Sri N.N. Rai, Director CWC, to kindly welcome Sri Sanjay Kundu. I request Dr. M. Perumal, Professor, Department of Hydrology, IIT Roorkee, to kindly welcome Sri N.K. Mathurji, Member, CWC. I request Sri such a great importance to us as a nation in our institute premises. I request Dr. D.S. Arya to kindly welcome the August gathering, but before that, I will briefly introduce Professor Arya. Dr. Arya is Professor and Head of Department of Hydrology, Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. In the past, he has worked as research scientist at Pondicherry Central University, as a scientist in Punjab Remote Sensing Center, Ludhiana, as a guest scientist in ESS GmbH Austria, and as a guest faculty at UNESCO IHE, the Netherlands. His areas of specializations are GIS and remote sensing applications, climate change impact studies, hydrological data analysis, and surface water modeling. He has authored 4 books and published more than 60 research papers in international and national journals and conferences. He has executed more than 40 research and consultancy projects and organized several short-term training programs. I request Dr. Arya to kindly present his welcome address.
Thank you, Dr. Avalokita. Respected dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais, guests, and conference participants from India and abroad, officers of Central Water Commission and UJVNL, my colleagues from IIT Roorkee, research scholars, students, and staff. A very good morning On the behalf of all organizers, Central Water Commission, Uttarakhand Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited, Indian Institute of Technology Roorkee, and the Department of Hydrology, I welcome you all to the 3rd National Dam Safety Conference in the pristine campus of IIT Roorkee. It is a proud moment for all of us at IIT Roorkee to be the host to this edition of the Dam Safety Conference, and we look forward to quality and productive value addition for all stakeholders concerned. The conference is part of the Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement program, which is headed by the Central Water Commission with funding from the World Bank. Initially set out with an aim for rehabilitation of 223 dams, the program now aims to cover 250 dams at an estimated cost of rupees 3,000 crores. In light of multifaceted challenges ranging from competitive water demands from sector of agriculture, industry and domestic to the supply side constraints such as changing rainfall pattern due to climate change, dams as the central tool of water resources management need to be revisited. Intersectoral collaboration and multidisciplinary approach hold the key to such approach, and this conference allows the perfect opportunity for such exchange of ideas. IIT Roorkee is the oldest engineering institute in the country. It owes its origin to the Thomason College established to provide skilled manpower for the Ganga Canal project. After about 100 years of distinguished services in engineering field, the college was elevated to University of Roorkee as the first college university of independent India in 49. In 2001, the university was converted into an IIT by the Government of India. This institute now has all the facilities of a world-class institute ranging from well-qualified faculty to state-of-the-art laboratories. In terms of water experts, IIT Roorkee has the maximum density spanning in more than 5 departments. The alumni of the institute were involved with the development and design of almost all the water resources projects in the country and in abroad too. The Department of Hydrology, established in 1972 as the School of Hydrology, is one among the 5 departments working in the area of water resources. It is a unique department in country and second-degree awarding department in the field of hydrology in the world. We welcome Indian and international students from all corners of the world and have developed long-term collaboration with various state and central water resources departments, river and dam authorities, and international agencies like UNESCO, World Meteorological Organization, etc. Till date, we have trained more than 1,000 officers from more than 36 Indian organizations and from more than 40 countries. As organizers, we are eager and enthusiastic about the outcomes of the conference, both short-term and long-term. As this platform has brought together learned professionals, participating engineers, academicians, researchers, students, and other like-minded individuals from India and abroad, we look forward to see you all sharing your knowledge and experience with all of us, thus exposing us to the ongoing efforts and practice in the field of dam rehabilitation. On behalf of the organizing committee and the Department of Hydrology, I look forward to a fruitful exercise in this conference and wish you a very pleasant stay and good learning time at IIT Roorkee. If you need any kind of help and or support during the conference, please feel free to contact us. Once again, I welcome you all in the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is indeed a very important occasion. The event is important to not just all of us gathered here, but the entire nation and mankind at large, simply because it talks about taking care of the most important element of nature, which is water. Water is the most abundant and most important element, yet the most destructive, most powerful, and also the most abused one too. But the way we manage it as a resource determines to a large extent what lies ahead of us in future. I would like to recite a few beautiful lines written by great Indian poet Sri Jaishankar Prasad from Kamayani, one of his celebrated works of literature. It is in Hindi, pardon my international delegates present here. हिमगिर के उत्तुंग शिखर पर बैठ शिला की शीतल छां, एक पुरुष भीगे नयनों से देख रहा था प्रलय प्रवाह. नीचे जल था, ऊपर हिम था, एक तरल था एक सघन, एक तत्व की ही प्रधानता, कहें इसे जड़ या चेतन. Water has tremendous capacity to destroy everything that comes its way. But as the poet emphasizes, it is definitely the most fierce element of all which has the potential to destroy everything. And that is precisely the reason we are all here to deliberate upon the key issue of taking care of this element through dam safety. Our government has rightly identified this and concentrated efforts are going on in this direction. We have with us Sri Sanjay Kunduji, who is currently Joint Secretary, Policy and Planning in the Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. He also holds the charge of Joint Secretary, Peninsular River, and is Chairman, Brahmaputra Board. Sri Kundu is an IPS officer of 1989 batch of Himachal Pradesh cadre with rich experience in UN, national and state governments. He has worked as Deputy Police Commissioner, D1 level in the United Nations and Additional Director Law and Order in Himachal Pradesh. He is an alumni of Harvard University where he attended the Global Leadership Program on National and International Security. He is a graduate of the National Defence College, India, which prepares future decision makers for senior positions in national security and strategy. He was awarded prestigious Fulbright Humphrey Fellowship and earned an advanced degree in public policy from the University of Minnesota. He has been awarded by the President of India the Police Medal for Gallantry, Police Medal for Meritorious Service, and President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service. He is also the recipient of the UN Medal with Bar. It is a great honor for us to have Sri Sanjay Kunduji with us. I request Sri Sanjay Kundu, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Water Resources, to kindly present the message from Sushri Uma Bharti ji, Honorable Minister for Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, and also enrich us with his rich experience. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Madam. I read out the verbatim text of the message of Honorable Minister for Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Sushri Uma Bharti. She would have very much liked to be here, but unfortunately because of her commitments and because of the model code of conduct that is around these elections, she could not be here. So her message reads as, I am glad to write this message to all participants of 3rd National Dam Safety Conference assembling in Roorkee during 18 to 19 February 2017. I was equally eager to be among you all, but could not make it due to well-known fact of recently concluded assembly elections in Uttarakhand and still election model code of conduct is in place. Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Project, DRIP, is one of the key initiatives of my ministry under implementation in 7 states with a basic objective of addressing all dam safety issues in a comprehensive way which was otherwise missing since long. Globally, India stands 3rd in terms of large dams. Many of these dams are facing varying degrees of inadequacies in meeting the current standards of dam health and safety due to various reasons. These structures have associated potential risk hazards in case of failure due to rapid development in the downstream, in rural as well as urban areas. The key challenges for government are to ensure sound health of these dams in order to meet the intended objectives, minimize potential risk and hazards to the downstream habitation in case of dam failures and enhance the institutional capacity to operate these reservoirs efficiently with sustainable operation and maintenance. Presently, effective regulation mechanism to deal with issues related to dam safety is inadequate. In this context, Ministry is actively pursuing National Dam Safety Bill 2016 in order to put an effective regulatory mechanism in place so that serious issues related to dam safety may be addressed by all stakeholders in a holistic way with well-defined procedures and accountability. I am very pleased to note that the significant number of technical papers have been received from within and outside the country. Also, several Indian and overseas organizations displaying their technology and products in the exposition. I am also informed that over 450 delegates are participating in the conference. I have no doubt that the enlightening deliberations by these eminent personalities will be very useful for improving the safety and operational efficiency of our dams. I wish the conference a great success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. As I was mentioning, water is the most important element and we need to manage it well. Dams are the key regulators in this regard. To manage and maintain the health and safety of our dams, Government of India is in the process of implementing DRIP program. We have with us Sri N.K. Mathuji, who is the member CWC. He has an all-round experience in all facets of water resources planning and management, hydrological studies, dam safety and flood management, and many more. He has served as Commissioner Flood Management in Ministry of Water Resources. He has also worked with Godavari River Management Board. I request him to kindly give an overview of the DRIP program. So,
Dr. Amajit Singh, Secretary, Ministry of Water Resources, Dr. Ajit Kumar Chaturvedi, Director IIT, Dr. D.S. Arya, Professor and Head Hydrology, IIT Roorkee, Shri Narendra Kumar Ji, Designate Chairman, Central Water Commission, Shri Umakant Kumar Ji, from Chairman UGVNL, Sri Sanjay Kundu Ji, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Water Resources, Sri S.N. Verma, MD UGVNL, all journalists sitting in the hall. I have been assigned the task of giving the overview of the DRIP. Dam safety had been the concern of, dam safety has been in the focus since the beginning of 1980s. Just after we created a irrigation infrastructure and water resources infrastructures in the earlier plans, it was a very important aspect to think how to keep our infrastructural investment safe, as well as keep the safety of downstream people of these huge infrastructures, their life and property safe. So, Central Water Commission in its Dam Safety Services unit started codifying the procedures to be followed by dam safety for the dam safety by different dam owners very early. We also drafted a dam safety bill at that time very early. Of course, it is, now it is going to reach to some level where it can be implemented. And we also had in 90s we had a dam safety DSAR, Dam Safety Assurance and Rehabilitation Program, aided by World Bank, covering around 4 states and around 50 dams, where we found out some distressed dams and provided some treatment so that they can become safe. The DRIP, that is Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Program, is the child process of that DSARP. It is a 6-year program with the World Bank assistance in the ratio of 80-20, covering about 250 large dams in 7 states. We started this in April 2012. Almost 5 years are over, and the original project cost was around 2,100 crore rupees, which may need a bit of revision by now. It has got 3 components. that is dam rehabilitation works, dam safety institutional strengthening, and a very important component, that is project management. Uh, Although it has got a works component very large, we plan it in such a way that the progress of DRIP should not be seen in the financial terms. It is actually synthesis of professional activities in true sense, so that at the end of it, not only a few dams become safe, but the institutions come up in a way, in a professional way, that those institutions can take care of the dam safety in future. Our aim had been in grouping in the best dam safety experts globally to assist and address all the dam safety issues of ongoing works in a professional manner. We have a significant component of capacity building of institutions. We have been able to associate institute of reputes like IITs and IISCs in capacity building program. IIT Madras and IISc Bangalore have already signed the MOU, and some other institutes are in the process of signing the MOUs. We are focusing on global exposures in terms of training, contemporary technologies, best practices in dam safety areas. We are trying to collaborate with the best world organizations like USDRs, USA, Delta Netherlands. Efforts are being made to explore partnership with other leading institutions in the world in dam safety, engage in the dam safety. The new feature of this program had been that we developed a MIS for monitoring this every single macro and micro detail of all the projects in DRIP. And with this, we are able to have online monitoring of all physical and financial activities with weekly updating of the status. We are also focusing on a tool, asset management tool called Dharma, which will capture the information, all information related to the dam, which can be used for successful management of the existing infrastructure. Mostly in such type of works in the mission mode, we sometimes face the quality issues. So we have focused on this in a completely focused way. We have been focusing on construction supervisions and quality assurance, both by CPMU experts and third parties, state IAs and World Bank. Since few important work components are spilling beyond June 2018, we are in a process. We have requested Government of India to further extend the project by about 2 years. It is also targeted to develop emergency action plans for all DRIP projects, one of the non-structural measures to mitigate the associated risk hazard. Also, we want to develop seismic hazard mapping of peninsular India to be done by IIT Roorkee, and we want to extend it in non-DRIP states also for rest of India through CWPRS. The outcome will also be in the form of improving of the state of art, codifying of the knowledge, and therefore we are planning about 14 guidelines and manuals to be published by CPMU under this program. We also want to help the implementing agencies by empanelment of agencies at national level for supply, operationalization, data transfer, O&M of equipments, etc. Process of finalization of agencies for quantitative risk assessment for new DRIP dams is also under consideration. Overall, the trip has created special bonding among all implementing agencies, sharing experiences, problems, and supporting each other. This is a rare kind of specialty being reflected through this project. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are assured that with the visionary leadership and a dedicated team, this DRIP program is definitely going to be a major success. The program is highly ambitious, but we have several implementing agencies who are working tirelessly towards this mission. Fortunately, all Indian states have rivers and implementing agencies which are managing these rivers and dams. For our state, we have UJVNL, and we have with us Dr. Umakant Pawar, Chairman UJVNL and Principal Secretary, Government of Uttarakhand with us. Dr. Pawar joined Indian Administrative Services from Uttarakhand cadre in 1991. He is having an MBBS degree and he has served various important positions till date and is presently holding the post of Principal Secretary, Energy, Home and Jail Department for Government of Uttarakhand. Due to his vision for energy sector, Uttarakhand is benefiting tremendously and is progressing. Various new projects in government and private sector have been started, and the overall power sector of Uttarakhand has changed positively and is on the path of attaining self-sustenance. His acumen for learning is very high and he still strives for getting the latest available technologies in power sector. He is presently pursuing PhD from University of Petroleum and Energy Studies. I request Dr. Pawarji to kindly throw some light on the dam safety initiatives in Uttarakhand.
Namaskar and a very warm welcome to all of you. A very warm welcome and good morning. Like I was introduced, my name is Umakant Pawar. I happen to be the Secretary of the Power, the Energy Department in State Government of Uttarakhand. Since in my state, most of the energy is generated from hydro sources, which involve a large number of dams. So I am also participating, I'm fortunate to participate in this conference on dam safety. Since the hydropower generation falls under the Energy Department, so I'm directly connected with this project and program. But before I touch upon the issue of dam safety in my state, I want to extend, I represent the state government of Uttarakhand, and I want to extend a very warm welcome on behalf of the government to all the participants, to all delegates, especially international visitors. You are most welcome to this land of gods. We call it Dev Bhumi, and also participants and visitors from other states of the country. This is a very, very beautiful state. For those of you who are coming here for the first time, if they have some time after the conference or in between the conference days, please take some time out, step out. Within half an hour of here, you can reach Rishikesh. Rishikesh is the fountainhead of all knowledge on yoga and spirituality that has come out to the world in the last several hundred and thousands of years. So you must make a point to visit Rishikesh. And also within an hour's drive from here is Haridwar. Haridwar is the place, a holy place where the Dev is the gateway to the Dev Bhumi. So I urge you and I welcome you all to come and visit this beautiful state. Haridwar is the place where the holy river Ganga starts its journey to the North Indian plains. So you must take some time out and visit this beautiful state of mountains and rivers. Honorable gentlemen of the dais, Shri Amarjit Singh, Secretary, Ministry of Water Resources, Narendra Kumar Saab, Member CWC, Professor Ajit Kumar, Director of IIT Roorkee, Dr. N.K. Mathur, Member CWC, Kundu Saab, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Water Resources, Verma Sahib, he is the Managing Director of the Hydropower Generating Company in the state, Dr. Arya, Professor Arya, Head of Hydrology, delegates and our colleagues from the World Bank and other institutions, ladies and gentlemen. This is my honor and privilege to be standing here on a very special premises, a very austere, special campus that has been the beacon of all knowledge, engineering knowledge in this country for the last 160 years. So it's my privilege and honor to be standing here, and very proud to be associated with IIT Roorkee. I am very glad that MOWR Secretary Mr. Amarjit Singh himself is here with his colleagues from CWC. I'm sure that their presence here enhances the profile of this conference. The deliberations as well as the recommendations that come out of the conference will carry greater weight and will reach appropriate audiences because of their presence. I would like to compliment the organizers of the conference for this initiative and their efforts to make this conference really memorable and valuable, useful to all participants.